Well, hello guys. So we're going to take a look at another camcorder that was sent to me by my friend Zachary, Friendly Audio Video. So we're going to take a look at a high-end Panasonic MiniDV camcorder, which is in this transport bag, and we will open it now. And so here is the camcorder. So it's my first time having a MiniDV camcorder. We've never had this at home here, and nor 8mm. We had 8mm, but we did not have MiniDV tapes there. So there she is. The model number is AG-EZ20. And so here there is the tape slot. And well, we also have extra lenses. So I think those well, you put them there. But at the moment I don't think I'm going to need this. And there we have a cover. The tape functions are here. And if you pull out the Viewfinder, so there you have some more buttons. And well, this camcorder, well, I have not tested it yet. I have not put a tape in yet, so I'm going to do it soon. And well, what actually impressed me when I first saw this camcorder is this huge LCD screen. Very unusual to see this on a vintage camcorder. So this is, I think this is pretty awesome. Look how huge this is. You might hear people in the background. That's my mother upstairs. So I don't know how many inches this screen is, and well, I did not have any MiniDV tapes, but here there is a DV cam tape, and well, I thought that the DV cam, well, I've never had this, so I did not exactly know what it is, but what Zach told me is that it's the same as MiniDV. It's just the professional tapes. They call them DV cam, but it's basically a MiniDV tape, and so I could play it in this. So. He doesn't know what is on it, and there's the tape. So it's a probably professional tape because it's called DV cam, and you can see it's quite much smaller than a 8mm tape. So this is quite special. You would think that 8mm tapes were small, but this is even smaller. This is basically a shrunk 8mm tape, which itself is a small version of a Betamax, kind of looks similar to a beta tape. So it opens a very similar way, and so it looks almost the same, almost exactly the same, but just this is smaller. Holes are at the same place too. MiniDV is very small, and there is a format that is pretty rare. It's called Micro MV, and that format is about half the size of a MiniDV tape, and it's smaller than a micro cassette. It's extremely small, but it was not popular. So on the two formats there is like this flap here, and this covers the tape. So when you open it, you see how it opens. The tape is at the beginning now. So we're going to play it and then try to record on it. So you see how it opens. The 8mm works the same. Oh, and voilà, just just noticed some thing on them. Here on the 8mm, this is what allows to open the flap, the door, and there it's on the opposite side. So this is pretty interesting. Now we will plug the power supply to the MiniDV camcorder and try to turn it on. And here there is a docking station that is just installed here on the bottom of the camcorder. And you have S-Video and the AV output, and there is also the place where you plug the power supply. I think it's there. No, it's not there. I forgot where you exactly plug the power supply. Let me do it. So I just plug it. And where does it plug? You plug it, the power supply, you place it at the location for the battery. So it has the shape of the battery and it has a wire, and you plug it there. And since there is a wire, you can't close this when it's turned on. So this is kind of strange. And this, you plug this into a power supply block. And this one has a 3-prong plug, so it's grounded. So like most professional items, like I have electrical items, have a grounded plug. And this is where you plug it. And now we will turn it on. First on the camera mode. I don't exactly know how you change the mode of it, but we will open the LCD screen. Well, now we have the screen open, and a pretty good quality screen. We've got a high-end camcorder. I don't know when this is exactly from, so I'm guessing around the 2003, 2004, maybe 2005. So now camera mode, and there is no tape in. It seems to have a pretty good quality, and well, we're going to try to record. So I don't exactly know how you put it on the... Oh, there... Okay. You pull this and it goes on VCR mode, I think. Not exact... Okay, no, maybe not. I'm not exactly sure. I will insert a tape. So there's the tape mechanism. We will insert this very small MiniDV tape that is called DV Cam. So let me find out how you play it. So there's the camera VCR button. And now it's ready for playing a tape. Oh, we have nothing recording on it. There is nothing recorded on it. So I'm going to rewind it to the beginning and record something on it. Now the video has been recorded. So I just recorded myself a little bit. And I found out that here there is something that opens so that you can have the wire past there. So yeah, I knew that it was strange that this wall door would not close. Now let's press the play button. And it seems that you have no sound on the unit, but there you have a volume control, so I don't know. Is this supposed to have sound? Is this supposed to have sound playing on the unit? I don't know. So now it's plugged to the CRT TV using these heavy cables. I shall try later on to plug it to the HD TV using the S-Video, so you might have a very good quality there. So this is me, Mr. Magneto, testing this high-end Panasonic MiniDV camcorder. Panasonic AG-EZ20 with this large screen. And the lens might be a little dirty, or just my fluorescent like doing some sort of blur in the screen. Now let's stop the recording and play it. Isn't this awesome? The quality is extremely good. This is unbelievable. So you see MiniDV when you rewind, you see it does like some sort of pixelating. It does not do lines like a VHS does. MiniDV is digital, so it's different. It does not look the same, and while a VHS 8mm is analog. So just that means the type of recording is totally different. So analog records with the machine reads like different frequencies in the signal recorded, while this it records digital, so it records digits, so zeros and ones. So similar to how computers store their memory. So to explain short what this is. Panasonic AG-EZ20. Here we can press the pause button, and we can actually advance frame by frame. We can go forward frame by frame using this jog. So this is a very high-end camcorder and a perfectly clear pose picture. I don't know if you can have it go faster for the slow motion. Testing this high-end. So the message that Carrie wrote to me. This little semi-pro Panasonic MiniDV with VCR dock and extra lenses. And he says tape deck was finicky. I don't know what it exactly means. It seems to work perfectly. We will press eject. So I don't know what he exactly means, but the tape deck seems to be working pretty well. So I'm not going to open this because this must be pretty rare. I thank him a lot for sending me this because this is an awesome machine. This must have worth a fortune when new. I'm guessing this must have worth at least $800 to $1,000 when new, so probably in the mid 2000s. You could do video editing with this machine. And you have this dock, and here you have the DV out. So here the DV, or you can call it Firewire, and so this you could send a HD video through this to a computer. So this is like the ancestor of HDMI, and it was used on pretty much all MiniDV camcorders, I think. Now, shall we look at the tape mechanism? This looks pretty solid, pretty high-end, pretty beautiful. Print rollers there. So MiniDV looks, while it works similar to a VHS VCR, you know, it uses videotape, so there is a drum and a pitch roller and tape guides and all the basic parts. And something that I find pretty particular, I noticed that in this camcorder the loading motor is placed horizontally there, so it's placed facing right. and it's driving a few cam gears, black cam gears that I think we can see them a little bit. So you know when I press the eject button, it is going to turn a little. And you have a very small drum. It's like a 3/4 inch wide. This is incredibly small. So this must be a pain to repair if something goes wrong in this mechanism, because everything in this is just so small. So this has to be my favorite machine in the camcorders that Zachary sent to me. This is an awesome, and I'm just a fan of this large screen, because this is so unusual to have a screen that big. So I don't think you can record from an external source with this. Now we will close the screen and take a look at the viewfinder. Oh, it's a color viewfinder too. Even if it has a huge screen, it has a color viewfinder. Panasonic AG-EZ20 with this large screen. I have not tried the batteries yet. So it seems that there is nothing recorded on this MiniDV DV cam tape. So at the moment, since I don't need to unwrap the other tapes, well, I'm going to keep them unopened. And I will unwrap it when I want to. Now I will just use this tape that seems to be blank. It seems to record to fast forward pretty fast. You see, we're already at the end. Mechanism is not that loud compared to other camcorders that I've seen. And well, this tape only has one window. So I'm very fan of this machine. And it seems to be in perfect working condition. I think MiniDV camcorders are in general more reliable than 8mm, because well, you could see the Canon, they were not all perfectly working. And in the box there is also a Fujifilm camcorder, Fujix 8, that is also, he told me that it's not, the playback has some issues. I have not tested it yet, but it might be the next review. Or maybe the next review will be the JVC MiniDV camcorder. So I love this Panasonic camcorder, and I think all MiniDV machines have a counter in like a 1/30th of a second. Testing this high-end Panasonic MiniDV camcorder. So the sound's coming from the TV, and like I said, I don't know if this camcorder is supposed to have sound, but anyway, this is no big deal. So yeah, look how big this screen is, like compared to a 8mm tape, for example. So I am a fan of this. I'm going to use this. And now I think what I should do is plug it to my HD TV using an S-video cable, which Zachary provided me. So right now I plug it to the HDTV with a S-Video cable. So a Guitar Hero game that is out there. My brother plays that. So it's plugged with this S-Video cable, and it seems that it is good. And I already had a S-Video cable, but when I was moving it, the picture was going bad. So I just I threw it away because you know, I don't know if this is a common problem for S-Video cable, but at least this one seems to be good, and I don't really often use them. So this is me, Mr. Magnetoscope, testing this high-end Panasonic MiniDV camcorder. Panasonic AG-EZ20. Maybe a little dirty. Or just so the picture quality is quite awesome for a tape camcorder. The picture quality is like as good as this JVC camcorder here, or even better. It looks awesome on the HDTV, and even on the built-in screen looks good too. Like doing some sort of blur in the screen. So I am a fan of this camcorder. Let's stop the recording and play it. I love it. So I put it on camera mode, and of course I could hear the tape mechanism through the TV. So what an awesome quality for a tape camcorder. Not HDV, but just a very good. I don't know if the S-Video does much of a difference, so I'm not quite sure, but I've tried my SVHS this year, and you can't really, you can just tell it a little bit, the difference, but it's not that much of an improvement. It does not go from like a standard definition to HD, but yeah, that's S-Video cable. So I don't know what he meant like by the tape deck is finicky. It seems to work just fine. And so we've recorded on a professional tape too. And there's a battery charging there right now. It probably still holds its charge because this seems to be pretty good, and it's also not that old. This is not 25 years old. Because MiniDV was invented in 1998, and also then they invented the Digital 8, which record the same signal as MiniDV but an 8mm tape, and this was invented in the year 2000. So that's pretty much it for this video about this awesome Panasonic professional MiniDV camcorder. So I hope you enjoyed it, and me, I'm enjoying this camcorder a lot. It's just an awesome machine. So I'll see you later for a review on another thing, another item that was there. So actually this camcorder plays the sound, just I think the volume was at the minimum. And so to change the volume you have to press this, and then you turn it. So this is me, Mr. Magnetoscope, testing this high-end Panasonic MiniDV camcorder. So the volume control sometimes does not appear, but that's how I did it. Panasonic AG-EZ20 with this large screen. And the lens might be a little dirty, or just my fluorescent.